Hello and welcome to chapter 169 of our streaming adventure. Again, sorry, if you're watching this later, today is Groundhog Day, and I was making a reference there, but it's not going to really mean anything to you when you're watching it on February 11th. You know, it's just. Anyway. So, the plan today is we have a wheel league. Wheel spun up Doomsday, and in looking for Doomsday lists, I found this one, which is a little bit different than normal and has a few other combos jammed into it. I mean, obviously, you already have Thassa's Oracle, but being able to have Demonic Consultation in there as well, Tinkering for a Bolus's Citadel, and or Blightsteel Colossus after sideboard, or just kind of Dark Ritual, Tendrils of Agony, Yawgmoth's Will nonsense. So I figured this was a little bit different than something I normally would play. Now, I'm interested in Doomsday, but other streamers like Geeky Jackson are currently iterating on it, and not that I'm stealing thunder or whatever, but I feel like that's where you should look for content on someone trying to, push forward a deck idea and continue it on. This is more just, what if we just jam some stuff? So that is the intent behind today's stream. So we could always call this Doomsday Plus because it has a little bit extra. I titled it Doomsday and some other stuff because, well, there's some other stuff. But let's go ahead. Ooh, look at this. So it brought up another deck. That's tricky. So in the folder, look, we have this deck fully complete, as well as this deck fully complete. And that's just kind of funny that it decided to choose which one it was going to put us in a league with. So that's definitely interesting. Maybe it was trying to recommend, hey, don't play this deck. But I almost clicked start without looking up there, and I'm glad I did, because that would have been really awkward when we play that first match and we draw from a completely different deck. All right. So our too many combos version, let's see how it goes. I mean, it shouldn't be that much different than normal Doomsday. We just have different angles of attack. Like, we could set up Thassa's Oracle on the stack, Demonic Consultation trigger, and stuff like that. So, for the most part, I guess we'll see how it goes. We won the die roll. So, holding a turn 1 Citadel, I feel like this is not great. This is better. The question is, do we go Necro into Doomsday, or... Sorry, do we start Necro? Hey, thank you. If I just jam Doomsday, I lose my chance to get into it with Gitaxian Probe. So that is the question. Do I go for force of will, apprised amalgams? Now we know they're dredge. Okay, so not necessarily. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I really don't need 17 more Doomsdays, but they could have like a duress something effect. So what I'm thinking, we can Dark Ritual into the Doomsday and still have. We could cycle into the first card, which could be Gush. That'll let me get 2 more. Half my life rounded up. So put me at 4. I only get 1 Street Race cycle. One, 2, 3. Do they have another counterspell? They do not. Okay. So 5 cards. I would like an Oracle, a Black Lotus, an Ancestral, so if I stack it so Ancestral's on top, I'll Street Wraith into the Ancestral, cast Ancestral, getting Lotus, Oracle, what, Force of Will? Okay, so I want it to be this, 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 this. Just in case they were playing the whole time to stop the Oracle. They could have put a card on top of mine. Alright. So... yeah, I think they could have messed me up, but they chose not to. So I'll take it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they could have messed me up. So... we definitely are a stranger version of the deck than normal. I think we want ley lines. I'm willing to bring in a Blightsteel Colossus. And then... I mean, we do still have some shenanigans, but maybe we set that up to be... we take out Citadel... I mean, the dresses kind of worked, but I don't know if I expect them to the whole time. I don't know, maybe what... so I want ley lines. Maybe I do want the Flusterstorms? Hey, Steve. Is Force of Will just bad, and we can keep a Duress? I mean, if I'm taking out Citadels, Tendrils can go with it, kinda. But that still leaves me the chance to Tinker Blightsteel. I'm not sure this is correct, but it feels okay. Dress is more checking that the coast is clear than anything else. I don't play Misstep. Okay. Yeah, so I do think they could have Noxious and gotten me, and just kind of chose not to. All right, so... all right. I like it. Off to a good start. We'll play another one. We could go full... we could go crazy... No, Steve, we're saying in response to cycling the Street Wraith, they could have cast Noxious to put Doomsday on top, so I drew into Doomsday. I believe that's what Zanon was saying. Is break up, I'm trying to cycle into it, instead I draw Doomsday now, which is a whiff, and then they attack me for 4 and I'm dead. So... I feel like that might have been premature scoop in the second game, but it could be I'll activate my Bazaar. Don't have a Force of Vigor. Didn't hit a hollow 1. Don't really feel like playing it out. So that could be. So I upgraded a couple cards, and by upgrade, I mean a foil Vampiric Tutor was cheaper than I had a regular Vampiric or Demonic Tutor, and I traded it, and it like let me switch multiple cards. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. Round 2. Hodor time, baby. We're on the draw. All right, so they were last seen playing Golo stacks. I feel like I can play some stuff. Defense Grid, I like that. I'm liking it less and less. Yeah, so we won the first game, and in the second game, we started with a ley line. They activated Bazaar and then conceded. So you're saying they played a defense grid, so they can't interact. So black, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can hide the fact that we're Doomsday and then just kill them. We can pretend like we're DPS. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Getting Yogwill, that's 6. Replay 7, replay 8, replay 9, replay 10. Okay, they're playing the Bergie style, which I think is an awesome deck. See, we don't even need that, though. Did I do this wrong? Because Yogwill... If I play Yogwill here, then I'll have 4 mana again, 5. I am 1 short. Shoot. I am 1 short. Fayog will 6. I needed one more mana. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do here instead. I just thought I had something else, which is frustrating. Ouch! That is just freaking brutal. I thought I had one more. So they have Mystic Forge and Bergie, but they can't currently do both of them. But Horn gives them 4 and a red, so they could cast Horn here. That was a clunker. Gush, drawing 2 lands. Theoretically, yeah. We could have. I was trying to go for it without showing Doomsday, although that didn't really matter. I think if I would have just gone into it trying to play Doomsday in the first place and probed to get into the pile, I think I just would have for sure won that first turn. Instead, I tried to be cute, and that's where I got messed up. So I tried to be cute, pretending to present as DPS, and that was the problem. Grim Monolith down. I'll take it. So we still look like we're DPS. Okay. Well, what changes? So they conceded, still not necessarily knowing what we were. What I'm wondering is, do we... So what I'm wondering, what I'm thinking about is whether or not I just go for Blightsteel Colossus and try to set up that way with a pile of Hercules. I don't know necessarily Hercules does what I want it to do, though, right? Like, all of their stuff is going to be so cheap. Like, it really, the combination is off the... It also depends which version they're playing. They could be trying to set up in a certain way. Like, the defense grids make me want to take out Force of Will, but I don't know that I necessarily want to. Flusterstorms are dead. Fatal Push is largely dead. And the thing is, they still don't know that we are Doomsday. So if they have sphere type effects, that's what they're going to bring in. Well, I don't really expect that much interaction from them, but at the same time, maybe I do want Force to pretend to prevent, really busted draws on their part. I'm going to keep 3 Forces, taking out Duress, because it might just get to the point where they've already played out their hand before I can do anything. Nice basic. I feel like this is already, it feels like a mulligan already. Although I'm not. So I have a ponder. I'm on the draw. I can counter if I need to. I'm going to keep. I'm only like a black source away from setting up. Ritual and a tutor and a Yogwill and no black sources. So shuffle it up. Oh, that's a good one. Why did I have an upkeep stop for me? What was I playing? It's always like a mystery. It's like past Jeremy is like, hey, I changed your stops. And it's like, yeah, but why? Tinker, huh? Well, I would like to prevent that. Burning Wish it is. This could be anything. Could be a wheel. So they are likely to wheel next turn. I really don't want to Doomsday and die. But this is a way to hit a land drop. Double Dark Ritual. Three, 5. Doomsday. I'm into the pile with single black. Gush. Cycle into Gush. Yep. Okay, so we'll get an Oracle. We'll get a Black Lotus. We'll get a Gush. So we're going to draw into the Gush. So there's 4 cards remaining. Gush, so that there's 2 cards remaining. Could be, yeah. So, okay, Lotus, Gush, Oracle. I don't even know if I need anything else. Force of Will. Demonic Consultation. So the order I want to draw Gush. And I want Gush to be Black Lotus and Oracle. So, I mean... Ta-da! Sometimes it literally doesn't matter and you just stumble your way through it. Sometimes it just doesn't matter. And you will stumble your way through it. I agree. Now, their style of deck doesn't necessarily play Force of Will. So, like here, Matt Murray just 5-0, 10-0'd with this list, not featuring any Force of Wills. Although they do have Mind Break Trap, so I was not playing around Mind Break Trap, so that's bad on me. Mind Break Trap would have been worthwhile to play around. Join our match. Yogurt. I mean... The question is, do you go turn 1 Doomsday? Setting it up as a pass the turn pile? I no longer can rely on Gush then. Was Gush my pitch card? And Probe gets me into the pile. Do I wait and go for it on turn 2? No, this isn't a coward stream. All right, so if I'm setting up a pass the turn pile, how do I want to do it? Because I can't kill right now. I think I'm going to get the standard pile. Like I said, we only have one land. Is there anything else I want? The question is, do I really need to see what's going on? And I think I do. Oh my god, I put them in the wrong order. Nice. I put them in the wrong order. That's funny. That should have been Lotus. We're learning here. We're learning. All right, so sometimes doesn't matter. Still had it. So I saw Deathrite Shaman, and I saw Dreadhorde Arcanist, and I saw a Bob. If they have Dreadhorde Arcanist, is that what I want Leyline for? I think that's what I want Fatal Pushes for. They likely have Collector Oof. I feel like I could also just try to tinker them. Just play a quick Colossus and be like, hey, can you stop this? And see if they can. Because I don't believe they can. But yeah, otherwise, I can still kind of pretend to be the same deck. Force of Will has the potential to be worthwhile. Mystical Tutor feels a little eh. But that's if they have it. Like they did show Underground, so they do potentially have Dak Faded. Well, we'll just Force a Will a Dak Faded if they play it. Or if they steal our Blightsteel Colossus, we'll just Doomsday kill them. All right, so hear me out. This mystical could get Doomsday, but I can't really do anything yet. This mystical could get Ancestral. I don't feel like this is terrible. Like, we're not doing anything, but we have setup. And we have the ability to buy time. And if I draw a Mox, whatever, I can set up Tinker. It's all going to depend on, what's this next card I draw. Preordain. Preordain's fine. I feel like they're going to be playing fair, so I feel like I can afford to... If they're going to be fair, I feel like I can afford... They topped. Okay. I would say, would they play... They could have Misstep. No, they have Force of Will. I was not putting them on the Force of Will deck. Okay. Yeah, that seems fair. So now the question is... Okay, if I Ritual... Doomsday... Can get a Will... An Oracle... I at least have another land here, so I like that. Gosh. 3. My opponent okay, so if this is what I set up, my opponent is not really happy about Doomsday. So I can hard cast this force is what I was trying to get to. I didn't have a cavern to get, but I can see why having a cavern would be powerful. He said, "This deck is dumb. What a ridiculous game Magic is now." Sorry, opponent. I agree with you. They're like, how do you draw all the right cards? And I'm like, I don't know. We put them in there. Opponent is letting me know the frustration they have with how well I have drawn. Oh, okay. GG is for you. It's funny. I mean, they could still have something here, right? They could. All right. So, continuing on. Did they just post it from their side? Oh, somebody else who played Yogurt. Got it. Yeah. I mean, it's not that they think it's a new deck. It's just they're frustrated that it exists. And I don't really blame them for that because it is frustrating. But I have certainly been on the other side and been frustrated. So I think when I'm frustrated, I take it out on, so you can't see my characters, but I have like little Funko people up behind the thing. So like if I'm mad, I can yell at Jace or I can yell at Donatello, and stuff like that. Or I have like these wizards. Like look at this dude. This wizard looks like he just wants to cast Doomsday on you. I mean, right? He's like, oh, I've got a crystal ball. That's what he said. I heard it. So the answer, Geeky, is that I don't know. I've been watching what you're doing, and like I want to play Doomsday, but then I was like, if I put all this other crap in the deck, which is a trademark, by the way, I take an existing deck and try to make sure we're playing whatever the worst version of it. That seems to be my level. I like having options, I guess, is a way to do it. Like, we were able to win one game presenting like we were DPS, and I don't know if they sideboarded in different ways or whatever, but I like the idea of the Tinker Citadel package. I don't know if the Tendrils really fits there, but you have the potential with all the Dark Rituals and Yogg Will to set up Tendril shenanigans and or Tendrils combined with Citadel as a way to gain a bunch of life back and let you keep going. That's also a possibility. All right, we're moving quite along here. We haven't even hit an hour yet. We're into match number 4. Janky B. Janky B is getting started. They were last seen on a Golo Stacks. We are on the draw, though. And we are on the draw with no mana. Well, I think I'm going to mulligan. So now, got a couple preordains. I got a Mox. All right. What are you, Janky B? Oh, you're going to see all my secrets. The jig is up. Had I hidden Doomsday? Okay, so I showed you guys this wizard. This wizard absolutely looks like he's casting Doomsday, right? Well, I guess this looks like my fast bond wizard then, right? This one is like, I love squirrels and put some land into play. Like, that's what this one is. I have a variety. Well, that's annoying. So I only have the one land. I feel like this could get The first wizard is absolutely a control player. I feel like Ren and 6, even like they don't have a fetch though, so it makes me think that is less likely. But they get any kind of wasteland effect, I feel like I'm going to be out of it and then be like, oh, I should have took care of the thing when I could have. So that's all. All right, so Preordain says you can have a Mana Crypt and a Delta. I don't think I need the Mana Crypt, but I will take this Delta. That's what I was thinking. Like, they didn't lead with it so they could get the Ren in play. They already looked at my hand. I just felt like it was potentially more of a problem. Dak Faden, sure. So the question is, if I want both of them, then I can't cast it with the Flooded Strand. That was wrong because you're holding Doomsday, Jeremy. Well, I don't want you right now. What else you got? Oko Days. Yeah, this was wrong. Well, hopefully I'm just like majorly punished. Pitching an oak. Oh, there it is. Post-combat Oko. Okay. Okay. So they're holding a daze. Huh. Do I bother to cycle? Well, I guess I could have flipped into a preordained type effect. Let's see what they hit. So, what's in my graveyard? Throwing away a tropical and a deathrite, so still holding daze is one of the cards. Going aggro. Actually, I'm dead. Because 6 with a burn for 8, They just untap. Barf. Crack, crack, play. We're still locked down by the days. Ah, so close. No, but they have the lethal coming across there. And yeah, Days still holds me down. Yeah, Days would still hold me down there. All right. An hour in, we lost our first game. It's okay. Well, I don't want to bring in Blightsteel against those guys. And honestly, the Flusterstorm doesn't really feel like it's going to help. Duress is more likely to take care of what we're worried about. So what I wonder is, if I'm not going to bring in, or if I'm worried about Citadel turning into an elk, turning into whatever, do I not go for it? Or worse yet, Dax steals it. I could take out Citadel, Tinker, Crypt. Doesn't seem great. Is that what I want to do? Are we scared? I'm bringing in Fatal, do they play Oof? They probably play Oof. Do I care if they play Oof? I just have the feeling that Flusterstorm is not what I'm hoping for there. The threats presented were planeswalkers and creatures, so if I lose the ability to tinker, not a coward. Ritual. I mean, is this even necessarily good? It might be. I feel like I should have had opposition agent or something to that effect. to give me, well, I'm already playing 75 different combos. I don't know if I really needed another one. All right, so we're looking at Days, Oko, Pyro, Time Walk. I think we can beat Days. This gives them 2 counters, though, by leaving Days available. They found a jet. They're going to time walk. So they still have Days, Oko, and a mystery. Yep. Wow. Wow. Okay, so I would like an Oracle. I would like Ancestral, Lotus. So I'm going to have 5. I'm going to draw into 2, have 3 remaining. So Lotus, Ancestral, Oracle, Force. Okay, so last card. I want to draw into this and this. So this, this, this. Floated blue. Okay. I haven't played a land yet? Dazing? Okay, I'll pay. All right, we won that one. Came back a little bit. We won that one. Do I need Flusterstorm for Pyroblast? Do I need Flusterstorm for Pyroblast? Ugh. Two, three, four. Two cards back. All right. Back up, bud. Ooh. Stop whining. Flusterstorm. And that's probably a better thing is I need Flusterstorm to fight Flusterstorms. Yep. Yep. Had it. Had it the entire time. Two, three, four. If this is a Ren and 6, that is going to suck horribly. Also bad. We did bring in the Fatal Push. No, that's why I needed to do it in response, because they're going to have days here. That's why I needed to do it, because of days. Days or misstep. Oh, they couldn't do it, but what they threw away was, yeah. I was saying I needed to do it for the potential that there was days, but that's not what came up, so it doesn't really matter. What's going on back there? I hear you whining. We have dogs in the background. He's like serenading her or something. I don't know exactly what's going on. Ren and 6 is a heck no. That is Sirius back there, howling it up. So, I have noticed whenever I try to play the 4-color amalgamation deck, literally never works. Now, I say that as I play the Doomsday deck that literally draws perfects. So, I mean, I can't complain. I can complain. Kidding me? So, I am complaining, but obviously it's kind of BS that I'm complaining as they build up Hardcast Force over there. See? Look at us trying to do stuff. Really, what they should do is waste it to get me to commit to something and then rebuy Wasteland. That's what they should do. See, yeah. I'm gonna get Island. So now when they play their Strip Mine, it's brutal. Hardcast Force. Another Pyroblast. Literally doesn't matter. See, that's the thing is you got to sprinkle the losses in. If you get too many wins in a row, the Magic Online algorithm is like, hold up. What? You won 6 games in a row and thought there were no troubles in the world. Oh, really? I'm pretty sure that's how the code works. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe that's what the case is. Okay. They decided to think long and hard. Literally doesn't matter. We just die. All right. So I'm not trying to speed run, but I did just realize that if I finish, I have not watched Groundhog Day for this year, and I could go watch Groundhog Day. So maybe that's what I need to do. Shoe Tech. We are on the draw. We have lots of black mana symbols. Mulligan. That's right, Shaman. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 is 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I could do tendrils for 18. So instead, I think they've yielded. Okay, I haven't played my land yet. Show me your secrets. Lotus, Leovold, Narset, Oko. Okay. So you hit a Street Wraith on the top. Could just play this. Do I demonic? I don't think so. Because I don't know what I would get. I just realized what my life total or what my storm count was, so never mind. I was trying to figure out how best to do it, and then I realized they were just dead. So, what does that tell us? Probably bug? Probably bug? Because we saw Narset. Saw Leovold. So there may be less like they still have Oko available, but they might not necessarily have Dak Faden. I think I still want Fatal Pushes. I don't. These Hercles have felt. I mean, we didn't really run into the style of deck where it mattered the same, but I think I want Flusters. I mean, Duress is still going to potentially give us a I feel like if we can set up Citadel, it's still going to do some work. But they're likely to have things to fight back. I don't know. The dogs just came running down the hallway. I felt like they were maybe being chased. I mean, it's entirely possible somebody was chasing them. Doomsday. Passing the turn into what? I feel like I could have better setups than this. They're likely to have disruption. There's a lot of foil in this hand. Calm down back there. I thought I heard somebody yelling. Okay. Sapphire, okay. Brutal. Turn one effective Oko. Oh, thank you, JP's wife. Okay, so could Dark Ritual into a demonic tutor. What does demonic tutor get? We could no, if I don't play this, you don't know when you're going to get another shot. What's happening? Counterspell? You're going to force my top instead of letting me go for it. Okay. Do I just let that happen? Had I doomsdayed, big bucks, no whammies. Damn it. Boo. I was trying. We were greedy, but it would have been great. Too greedy. I forgot we won the first game. Too greedy. I mean, I feel like it was the right amount of greedy. It just didn't pay off. They did not shuffle the ponder. And then they top-bottomed on the preordained. So they top-bottomed this. Well, they got the card they wanted off the preordain. Yeah, had I gone for it. I feel like I have to let that happen. It's just punishing now. Come on. Hard cast Mindbreak Trap. Alright, I don't feel as bad about a hard cast Mindbreak Trap. I'll let that one slide. They came prepared though. They had and this, keep in mind, this is only game 2. I'm not dead. I'm not a goner yet. We're getting there, but not yet. You should have woke up your Sapphire and gone for beats. I can't think of a way I get out of this. Definitely not with Mox Pearl. All right. So, maybe I want that duress to see what's going on. Duress could clear the way theoretically. These Force of Wills are offensive as opposed to offensive. I mean, am I just being greedy with the Tinker Blightsteel? That would let me bring in... Okay, if I take out the Tinker Blightsteel Colossus, I could bring a Duress back. I could bring in a Flusterstorm. What else would, like a fatal push to clear random idiots? So I'm still giving myself the chance to set up Doomsday, but I'm taking away the chance to do broken tinker things. Yeah, I should have a fatal push anyway because of Oof. They had was Oof in this game or was Oof in a prior game? I don't remember right now. What I'm wondering is, do I want to go? Was it last match? Okay. I'm just saying, do I want to keep the potential of tinkering? Kind of do. Keeping these. One. So I don't have a black source. We have seen Force of Negation out of them, though. Oh, you hooch. All the Phyrexian mana in the world. Can I draw protect? Oh, come on. I mean, that's pretty funny. I'm not playing out the Ruby for, I don't know, reasons. Well, that turns off Yogg. No, it doesn't. Okay, so ritual, ritual, ritual. I need to draw a blue spell to protect Force of Will. Or I should say to protect. Because we could draw Yogg. I don't even want to play that. I could play it and distract them. I don't think that's a legit thing, though. Because this should be... That's a problem. Because that takes away my other plan. So now what do I do? Can't cast spells from graveyards or libraries. I don't know if I have an answer to Grafdigger's Cage. Come on, draw a blue card so I can try at something. One, two, three, four. So they don't have blue available right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They let me get it. Go get a blue card. I'm going to type Force of Will, and we're going to hope it's not there. Okay. Now, is the last card in hand? Is the last card in hand Mindbreak Trap? It was not. Pow pow. Nice. Whew. All right. Well, this, what do I want to say? Amalgamation, this attempt of a deck. I feel like having some of the other stuff definitely can mess with your opponent and or give your opponent a chance to fight the wrong fight. So I do feel like they should have countered the Demonic Tutor, because had they countered the Demonic Tutor, we would have had to consult for the blue card and potentially remove the tendrils there. So, yeah, sometimes it works. All right, so thank you to whoever recommended Doomsday, that 4-1 for the wheel. Now, let's bring up... That's true. If they counter the tutor, then... Okay, that's a better plan than my plan. That's all I'm saying. That was a better plan than my plan. What I wanted to do was bring up the wheel, and now we can go ahead and spin next week's wheel. Let me see. There it is. And I'll go into the settings. Okay. Bring up the wheel. All right, so just trying to make sure. Yep, when Doomsday came off, we did put the next one in the list online. So what we have out there: Blood Moon, Archetype Nickfit, Ethereal Forger. Nathan still has an open choice, so if that comes up, we'll reach out to him. Neoform, Stoneforge Mystic. I have to play a companion, play Pioneer, Green Sun Zenith, Cube, Opposition Agent, Narcomoeba, Snow, and Goblins. Other than that, there are some wild cards where I have to either pick from the wheel or pick something not on the wheel. So here, I'm going to actually bring this back up and give us a dark background so that we can see. There we go. I wanted a dark background so that we're more able to see what's going on, and that actually didn't help. Here, move. Let's pull the wheel over. Pull the wheel. I know this is exciting. And stop. Standard is your next one? That's annoying. All right, Steve, I'll put a standard on there for your next one. But first, we need to spin the wheel. I said that like I was ready to be dramatic, and then I didn't. I wasn't high enough up. So here we go. Narcomoeba. So, next Tuesday, we will be playing with Narcomoeba. What format? What deck? I don't know. It's a frickin' mystery. You'll have to tune in. But, yep, so Narcomoeba is next up. We'll clear off Narcomoeba. The next one in line will hop up. It could be anything. It could be that... What was the one with Cephalid Breakfast? It could be that. You don't know. It could be anything. So tune in 7 days from now on Tuesday, and we will play it. But otherwise, I'd like to thank you for tuning in today. I really do appreciate the follows, the subs on my YouTube channel. I take our old streams from here, I edit them up, and I post them there. I did a whole bunch over the weekend trying to do all the editing and stuff, so I haven't necessarily done the final finishing yet, but I put 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I did 17 chapters worth up there, so... It's definitely worth checking out, and if you will like and subscribe and hit a bell icon, I don't know, maybe leave a comment, I'm not really sure what YouTube involves, but any of that stuff, please do it. But, yep, thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you had a good Groundhog's Day. I hope you don't have to repeat it. And if you are, you should have gave me better lines so I can play around that loss. When we replay this day, let me know those better lines and we'll do